Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix General 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Good, so last session we did fix the AI group crash and replay playback when the player was selected. So that should be done. Now the goldfish has and I'm not speaking about a goldfish, but the user goldfish. There's a user with a nickname Goldfish, and he said that there's still a crash with the contain modules. So let's take a look at that. I would say first we compile, yeah. Debug is enabled. Debug. Do we want debug enabled? Yeah, why not? Doesn't hurt, I guess. Okay, then let's launch this guy. Okay, so we go to a skirmish match and we pick this map and we select that and we take nuclear general. Yeah. Okay, that is actually not very useful. Oh, propaganda. Okay, and we also need a GLA. Oops. Oh boy. I think we should compile out debug. Yeah. Good. So we need neutron shells again. Then we need this guy. Then we need some terrorists. And we need a palace. We need this guy. We need a battle bus and a tunnel. Okay, and then we need this. Okay. Good. Let's save this. Ignore. So we save it as test all affections. Neutron, tunnel, bus, tower. Okay. Okay, so the legend goes that we put these guys in here, move this in there, and then shoot this. Well, has worked. Okay. Let me see. Got a game crash with Mr. T in the battle bus inside a tunnel network. In the battle bus inside a tunnel network. Huh. Okay, well that's what we just did, and maybe we need a specific. Let's try a toxin general. The terrace is a bit different because of the poison. Maybe that makes a difference. Oof. Okay, let's take these toxin guys, put them in here, put that in there, and shoot that. That's fine. Maybe it's the crash that we have already fixed. I'm unable to reproduce this. Does it happen in our build? What we can maybe try is put the guys directly inside and see what happens then. That also works. I think that needs a repair here. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe we put the bus and the T's in there. Like this. Let's see what happens then. Aha. Okay. Never mind. Got it. Put one bus with 8 towers and 9 towers. 9 solar towers. Good. Let's see what that. Kill contained. Yeah, okay. Kill all contained. Neutron blast. Object. Read access violation. Open contain. Huh. Open contain. Remove from contain. From contain. How does let me see the other kill all contain functions. Okay, so the one we did make a fix for the open contain, right? Yeah. And that calls on removing erase. What does this do? Get redirected contain. What is that? Contain module. Huh? This is a game call meant to clear actual passengers. We don't want it to kill our turret. Okay, what is this function here? Or what is this? What is this contain module interface? What is this? Contain list front. My guy. Contain list. Get contain. My guy. Contain list. Okay. Tunnel contain. Okay, so this contain is different from the open contain. Yeah. Tunnel contain is different. It does kill. It calls on removing. On removing. This one does not. But it calls remove from contain. That's interesting. T is not N. T is not N. Remove from contain. T plus. Trigger an on remove from event. Object is no longer held inside a garrison building. Clear. On removing. Open contain on removing. Okay, but I think the core issue here is as well that it modifies the contain list. Yeah. It's probably the same issue. Okay. Okay. How did we fix it here? How did we fix it? We said that we on remove from. On Get object on removed from. So I think we can just replicate this stuff, right? But then will it cause a mismatch? Tunnel contain. On remove. Remove from contain. Yeah, I think the this on remove from. No, that doesn't do actually anything. Ah, here, get owning player, get tunnel system, remove from contain. Yeah. Right, so this is a problem. It calls in here, and that will modify the list. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the fix is the same here. Let me get the call stack. I think it needs passengers. No, never mind. I got it reproduced, so no issue. Okay, so yeah, then where is it? Here. Yeah, let's copy this as our template. Then we go to tunnel contain. Take this guy. So kill all contains. Okay. Good. So we do the swapping here. We do that. List begin. Full list. So it's not working on a mcontain list. What is this working on? Why is it? That's weird. Why is it calling this here? It will then call in here. And that will call... What? Will also call this. That's weird. That's weird. It returns a const. Okay, that's a bit more tricky. Okay, before we edit this here, let me study this a bit more. This full, let me get the watch. This open contain. Let me see, what does the tunnel contain? How does it look? Okay, it inherits open contain. Okay, makes sense. Then let's take a look at open contain. Let's take a look at contain list. What is the address of it? M contain list 2e. What is this? Ah, it's different. Okay, so it is not working with the contain list, but it's working with get tunnel system. Huh? Okay, that's weird. Maybe because like every tunnel would contain a tunnel contain, but they all reference a global contain list because every tunnel uses the same contain, right? Maybe that's why. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but that makes it a bit more complicated because now we have this stupid function here, remove all container. What does this do? Oh, it also looks like that this here could crash, right? Remove all contained. Kill all contained. Remove all contained. Wonder if we have a problem here as well or not. Kill. Transport contain. Open contain. Man. I suspect the crash happens, just put 10 terrorists in there and shoot on it. That's my suspicion. We don't even need the bus. Just terrorists in there. Yeah. Yeah. This remove all contained also looks suspicious to me, but maybe it's fine. Object kill. Yeah, so the question is what approach do we want to take to fix it? So the problem is when this one is called and it kills the terrorist and the terrorist kills the tunnel, then the tunnel dies and gets evacuated, right? From the tunnel. Maybe. Let me see. Kill, contain. Remove from contain. Okay, I'm just thinking if there's mismatch potential if we delete it. No, it's probably fine. It's like the other one, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So how would this look? Okay. So, but you cannot swap right now. We cannot swap because we can only get a const tunnel system here. So either we need to edit the tunnel tracker or we need to remove from contain. From contain. From contain. Get container list. Contain list. Tunnel tracker. Iterate contain. Get contain count. Do we want to add a new function here to steal the list? That's not very nice, isn't it? Yeah, how do we want to interact with this list? I would say maybe we can make the tunnel contain a friend of the tunnel tracker. Maybe not. So what we could do is void swap contains items list. Yeah. So new list. Yeah. Then we add a new function here. And then we say new list dot int size. Swap contain list. Swap new list. Like this. Okay. And then here let me comment out this whole thing, make a copy of it. So by the way, So we say we have a list, and we take the owning player, we take this guy, we remove that, we call swap contain items list, and we swap it with our list. Now we have a new list, and then we take an object, and then we do list begin, list end, remove from contain. But this won't work. It will work. This will all work, and then this down here will do nothing. Expose stealth units. Oh, what does that do? Expose stealth. Does nothing. Okay. Good. Does nothing. True. Remove from contain. Is this used anywhere else? What is that? Expose stealth units. Does this ever do anything? Seems to do nothing. Okay, so this invalidates it, right? Remove. Remove from contain. Oh, there also is a harm and force exit. That is also... Oh, but that one has a fix. Print of crash. We're dropping a bunker buster on a tunnel network containing multiple units. If they have the suicide bomb upgrade, they will. In this case, multiple bunker busters would hit the tunnel network in close succession. Okay. Good. So swap contained items list. Remove from contain. I'm, I'm not sure we can just swap this here because it's weird. It's weird. This one is also weird. If not is in container, then it returns here. But is that call really necessary? Because this one will do the same check. Right, so this one is searching. Yeah, this seems to be like a redundant check here. Because it won't do anything here anyway, so I think this here is 100% obsolete. Yeah, or redundant. Yeah. Remove from contain. Okay, so the what looks a bit suspicious is this here, expose stealth units. But it doesn't do anything, so... Yeah. Yeah. So to me, it looks like this expose stealth units, it really does nothing. Should probably make a follow-up change and remove all of these, right? AI evacuate, expose stealth units. Mark all passengers detected. Okay, so it actually does something here and here. For contain. Let me see if in a tunnel contain, there's this fix here. Let me see if there's any more of these. patch. Okay, so for patch 103, he fixed this guy here. And before in patch 101, he fixed this guy. Yeah. Kind of immune to capture. Good. Let's get back to the tunnel contain. We are okay. So yeah, so I'm not sure about this flag here. I mean, it doesn't do anything, but if we wanted to carry that on, how would we do that? And when we swap the contained items list, we don't really. So remove this exposed stealth units. It doesn't do anything here. Game tear down. From contain. Yeah, so it looks, everything looks safe, but not this one here. Or let's say it's not so nice. I don't know. I mean, if it doesn't do anything. Yeah. Yeah. From contain objects. Yeah, it's probably fine. Okay, so IT list begin. IT is not that. You know, in the open contain, I wonder if we should also simplify this code here a bit. I think it's stupidly overcomplicated. So what you can do is yeah, so basically this here is unnecessary. List erase, right? Yeah, that's unnecessary. So I think what we can do is we put a for loop here, make plus plus IT. Yeah, and then we remove this. No. Then we remove this. Remove this stupid comment and this. Fix here the indentations. So I think that's quite a bit simpler. Good, and then we do the same in the tunnel contain. So it doesn't have a null check, so we remove that. And it calls it object, so we do that. Object. Then we call this, remove from contain, object kill. Yeah. Remove from contain, object true, object kill. Yeah. Let's begin. Okay. And I would say we do the exact same thing here. Remove all contains. Yeah, maybe. Maybe not. Remove all contained. This one also modifies the list as we go, so it's not super clean, right? Yeah. I would say we do the same for consistency's sake, yeah. Right. The order will be the same, but we won't kill. We could say IT++ and while, keep the while loop. We do this and that. Let me make this sim more compact. Like so. Okay. Then I remove this. Yeah, and so remove from contain, basically it will call in here on removing. And it won't reach down here. Yeah. I think that works. That will be okay. Yeah. So that will be described as 0406. Empty the tunnel systems container straight away to prevent the potential child call to. You can also do here this, that. I think this assert is kind of stupid. So let's remove that. Good. Good. Let's test that. Now we also need to make sure that it doesn't cause mismatching. Yeah. Good. Let's see what happens. You know what? Let me compile out the annoying debug. I don't want to see that. Now, regarding tunnel system, so let me double check that swapping contained items is healthy. How are new items added here? Add to contain list. Oh, it just pushes back. Okay. Well, that's fair enough then. Okay. Fair enough. I think we can also make space so it's a bit easier on the eyes. Same here. Okay, I think that this will work. Yeah. 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 Good. Then let's launch this and have a go. Yeah. We still have debug. Huh? What is this? Ah, right. Good. So, sorry. Solo skirmish. Let's go. Good. Good. So, we need that guy, that guy. Okay, we take the toxin general. There we go. Good. So we built some T's. Okay. Then we put these guys here inside. And we try that. That has worked. Then let's do the same with the bus and the guys. Okay. That also works. Next, let's put in some bomb trucks. And with some, I mean 10. That also works. Okay. That's good. Then what about evacuation? Will this still work normally? Let's see. Maybe. I would say we built this against this one. Debug off. Okay. Good. Then we wait for that. Then we run a golden replay against this. Yeah. Okay, so basically we did a refactor in here to swap contained items list. And this one is removed because that is totally obsolete. I wonder if there's another call to this that is maybe obsolete. Is in container. Is in container. Cave contain. Remove from contain. Get tunnel tracker for cave index. Let's not touch that. Yeah. Okay. I need to wait a little bit. Okay. Looks like this is accepted by GCC and MSVC. Not a crap bag. I also provide the compiler. Name cars are explicit on purpose and not a grab bag. They signal clear intent and are easy to search for. They also provide the compiler and analyzer with more information to check correctness. Can you elaborate on this? What correctness? What correctness does this give? I mean, if there's a good reason to use it, but it's the same. A CCast or a static cast on this, it's the same result. There is no added benefit. So if there is a benefit, then tell. But as far as I'm concerned, primitive types, it doesn't matter what cast you use. You can use a CCast or a static cast. it always yields the same results. Now, if it was a pointer cast, I agree, then don't use a C cast, but for primitive types, I don't see it. str, str. Okay, texture name. What is the reasoning? What is the reason here to return instead of yeah, to me it looks like let me see. fixture name. Do we have any other classes that return this? Yeah, we do. We do. Okay. Okay, well, I guess it's in good company. Delete this. Okay. Okay. Proof. So this is gen ZH. Make the code compile with NVS 2022. So this concerns gen ZH and build minor. Good. Has this built now? Yes. Good. Then let me take the generals. There we go. Generals, English. Okay. Load replay. Good. So. Good. Let's see if that runs through. They're not testing much bunkers here, no? Where are the bunkers? They're testing a lot of units, but not bunkers. By the look of it. Well, that's a shame. Yeah, I don't see them using much bunkers here. No China bunkers. Yeah, finally some bunkers. Will they also put some guys inside? No. Sells it. Monster leg. Everything dies. And legs. Okay. Okay, cool. That works. Then let me create the branches. Good. So anti-tunnel systems contain this straight away to prevent a potential child call to catastrophically modify the containers as well. This can happen if the kill documents supply daily damage and death to the host container, which then attempts to remove all remaining occupants on death of the host container. Good. And this function, kill all contain, it only exists in 0 hour, right? It's not a problem in generals. Kill all contained. Yeah, it's only in 0 hour. Good. Then what we do is we take this guy. We take oh, I see there's an error here. Or is there not? Yeah, there's an error here. Swap contained items list. That's not right. Should be like this. Or like this. Okay. Then we take this. Good. Then we create a new branch and call that fix tunnel contain crash. Tunnel contain kill all. What was it? Kill all contains. Kill all contains. Let's simplify. Tunnel contain crash. There we go. So this will be similar to the other fix we had a while ago. Here, fix crash. Yeah. So we take the same title. Fix crash in tunnel contain kill all contained. When killed, occupants kill the host container. There we go. Okay, and then we go to stash. And then we do refactor tunnel contain. Okay. Okay. And so here we remove this one. Okay. We probably need to replicate it in channels. Let me add here ZH. How do we call it? Refactor refactor this, this, minor refactor open contain. Tunnel contain. Okay. And then we replicate this guy in generals. Projects here, git diff, git bash. Okay. Okay. Paste. And that. And then that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So open contain was rejected because the kill all. Yeah, why? Ah, because kill all contain doesn't exist in there. Right. Makes sense. So this, let me double check that tunnel system remove from contain in generals, tunnel system, tunnel tracker, yeah, it looks the same. Yeah. Okay, cool. Then we will amend this minor factors. Contain, tunnel contain. Maybe make it not amend gen. Tunnel contain. Okay, cool. Then let's first push the tunnel contain crash. There we go. Good. So GitHub pull requests. Okay, so this is a follow-up for, well, it's not follow-up, but it relates to, what is it? Kill all contained. Here. So, bug crash critical ZH. Bug crash critical ZH. Okay, so relates to that. Let me This change fixes another crash when occupants kill their container and force the remaining occupants to evacuate. It fixes another crash when occupants kill their container and force the remaining. This time it concerns the tunnel contain module. Tunnel contain. Is it a module? I don't know. It is. This time it contains the tunnel contain module. This problem is 0 hour specific. Tunnel contain remove within the process of iterating tunnel tracker contain lists. Custom or replace. I do wonder, does it actually, if we kill, yeah, if the guy is killed, yeah, that's cool. Occupants will be killed. I think this sentence is not quite right. All occupants will be killed before the code ever reaches. because I don't think that's actually correct, because it will not call remove all contained anymore, right? Well, it will call it, but then the list is empty. Um, the 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 mcontain list will be long empty before the code ever reaches remove all contains. Yeah. The tunnel tracker contain list will be long empty before the code ever reaches tunnel contain remove all contains. Now, should we perhaps also get an ASIN report of that? We could do that. Let me get to main branch. And let me compile with address sanitizer. So we run it once against address sanitizer, so we get like a report. So we have proper evidence that this is the yeah, the correct assumptions we make. Okay. Then I will also create here a ASIN report. Then we drop the ASIN report. Okay, somehow it's very, very slow here. Maybe we should also create a bug report so it's tracked. Call stack. Game crashes when shooting tunnel with terrorists inside. Shooting Chile tunnel. This bug crash bug critical. Okay. Good. Let's get that report. And it should show that, the memory is freed from within the remove all contained, and then it's being dereferenced in kill all contained afterwards. Yeah, that's the expectation here. Okay. There we go. I think it's enough to just put the guys in the tunnel, right? I don't think we need even a bus. I think it's just about the tunnel. Tunnel and guys inside. I think. Oh. It's not about a bus. Yeah. Let's take these guys away and let's put these guys inside. So we have 9 terrorists inside. And now we shoot on it and crash. Yeah. Yeah. And that is here. There's the ASIN report. Take this guy. Heap use after free. There we go. And so let me double check. Let's look at it here. So here's kill all contained. This is where it crashes. And it actually is deleted somewhere else. Kill all contained attempt damage on tunnel destroyed. On tunnel destroyed. That's what it kills. on tunnel destroyed. Okay, let's revise our text here. The technical mistake here is calling tunnel tracker. Tunnel tracker was in the process of iterating tunnel tracker and contain list in tunnel contain kill or contain. It is catastrophic to modify the list in recursive calls. To fix this problem, the recursive modification is avoided. The tunnel tracker and contains will be long empty before the code ever reaches tunnel tracker on tunnel destroyed. This change carries a risk of mismatch with retail game if there's a code pass that reads tunnel tracker containers where occupants are killed. The reads are legal. This change needs to be tested. Okay. Then let me open this report as well. Shooting with neutron shells at a GLA tunnel with terrorists inside. Yeah. Shooting with... Game crashes, which can also say that this is 0 hour only. Milestone stability. Actually, I think we shouldn't have made this report. Because... Can we delete it? No, let me delete this issue. It just exposes... It just exposes repro steps. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's number one. And then refactor tunnel contain. Refactor tunnel contain. minor refactor contain refactor minor gen zh. So it's that and that. Follow up for these guys. This change is a minor follow up to make the codes also removes a redundant test. Removes tunnel contain. Remove all contained. This changes a minor refactor to make the codes and tunnel contain and open contain. A bit more consistent. It does not change functionality. It intends, let's say it intends to not change functionality. This changes a minor refactor to make the code in OpenContain and tunnel contain a bit more consistent. It also removes a redundant test. It intends to not change functionality. Refactor. Minor codes. Okay. Good. I think this works. Good. Then I will take a break here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.